Buenas tardes amigos de RB9 Food. En esta ocasión estuvimos presentes en la zona mixta y en las conferencias de prensa del Seattle Sounders de cara al partido de la final del MLS Cup contra Columbus Crew. Estas fueron sus declaraciones. Bueno, Nico, buenas tardes desde México.
Buenas tardes.
Felicitarte. Y
Muchas gracias.
Mi pregunta es, ¿cuáles son tus fortalezas como el capitán del equipo para intentar ganar este importante partido contra Columbus?
Yo creo que mi fortaleza para este partido es tratar de mantener a todo el equipo enfocado, concentrado y motivado. No solamente los 11 jugadores que vamos a entrar a la cancha, sino también es importante tener un buen grupo, los que van a entrar en el segundo tiempo, mantener una buena relación afuera de lo que es el partido, incentivarlos a que disfruten estos momentos, porque no se juegan siempre finales, son momentos especiales, que no se carguen de presión y que sobre todas las cosas cada uno haga su trabajo, que no quiera hacer ni más ni menos de lo que uno tiene que hacer, que esa es la clave, y mantener al equipo unido en todo momento, más allá de cualquier adversidad o más allá de cualquier momento que nos toque afrontar, tanto en la victoria como si pasa otra cosa. Entonces creo que esa es mi fortaleza, siempre estar pensando en cómo poder ayudar a mis compañeros a que puedan dar lo mejor de sí mismos en la cancha y afuera, mantener un orden y que estén enfocados desde el primer momento.
Well, so the same question is for Bruin and Gustav Svensson. So you both were in the bench last game against Minnesota and you both scored a goal. So what does it mean to you and how can you apply this to the next game with Columbus, your experiences and your knowledge? Thank you.
No one wants to start on the bench. Everyone wants to start the game. Everyone wants to play as many minutes as possible. But it doesn't matter if you play 1 minute or 90 minutes. You always want to do an impact of the game. You always want to show yourself, your teammates, your fans that you're doing your best to win the game. And now it's such an important game, so you just have to focus on the game tomorrow and see whatever lineup there will be.
Yeah, echoing off of what Gustav said. Obviously, you wanna start and play every game, play as many minutes as you can. But the coach only puts out 11 starters. So if you're not in that starting 11, you need to control what you can control, and that's your mindset and your mentality, and making sure that you're ready if your number gets called upon.
Hi, Coach. How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
So the question for you is, how have you seen the performance of Raúl Diaz in the last game, but not only in the last game, but on all this season? Thank you.
So, thank you for that last easy question. I love talking about Raúl. He is a tremendous goal scorer. Everybody can see the statistics and see how many goals he scored in the playoffs, all the important goals he scored in the playoffs. But what always amazes me, and why all of the players on the team love Raúl, is because, okay, he's a good guy, nice guy, he laughs, he's friendly, he gets along with everyone. But he does some of the small things, some of the small details that help the team win, not just scoring goals. His possession, his movement, his initial defending. He's the first guy when we defend in our 4-2-3-1. He's here. And so he has a very important role on how we start our defending tactics. And he does all of that with, the enthusiasm. Even though there's sometimes goal scorers don't like to defend, Raúl knows and understands his role. And so I am very blessed to have a guy who is willing to help the team, do the little things to help the team win, but then he's also just such a tremendous goal scorer. The goal the other night, it was perfect. He knows exactly where to float. Ball comes to him, and he's going to make sure that he scores that goal that helps us win a very challenging game against Minnesota.
Hey, Cristian, how are you doing?
Great.
Well, so I was wondering about How do you feel of having your brother Alex on the same team, and what have you learned about him on the team? Thank you.
Well, I haven't learned too much about him just because I grew up with him. I played alongside him. I knew his tendencies. I still know his tendencies. I think what shocked a lot of people was them, understanding who he is as a person and as a player. And he's not fazed by any moment. And he's one of the best passers of the ball on the team. And I don't think people appreciate what he is as a player and who he is as a player. And so for me, I'm not surprised. I was very shocked initially that he wasn't going to come back to the team, and then he proved himself in preseason. But it's a great feeling being able to play alongside him and seeing all his success. And I think he has a really bright future in that right back position, because it allows him to use all his strengths as a player. So I'm excited for him, and I know my family is extremely proud to see him once again on the field alongside me.